Hi, I am Sahil Chaudhary and today I am going to present about the truth and reconciliation in the city of Red Deer. Truth and reconciliation is the process to make a good relationship between the Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal people for the better condition of the indigenous people and readdress the nations. NTRC published the 94 calls to action, which is followed by the governmental and non-governmental organization. The city of Red Deer, which also follow the calls to action, and it is the central part of Alberta, and it is 145 kilometers south of Edmonton. It is comes on the third place in oil production after the Calgary and Edmonton. The name of the city was on the river which runs through it. It is situated on the Treaty 6 and 7. The indigenous people who lives are here and speaks the traditional Blackfoot language. These are the calls to action that follow by the city of Red Deer: youth program, education, justice, health, museum, and archives, by which the indigenous community can get the opportunity to feel free and get advantages of these calls of action. Firstly, I discuss about the youth programs. The city of Red Deer organized the youth programs on the behalf of Government of Canada for building the good relationship among the Canadian people. Blanket exercise facilitation, TP and cultural teaching, peacemaking circles are those programs in which youngsters can take part for the better result of the reconciliation. Secondly, in the field of education, the city of Red Deer and some other societies, such as Red Deer Urban Aboriginals Voice Societies, are working together to make the life better and provide good education to the indigenous society. Along with this, they are providing the cultural experience in the schools through the elders and knowledge keepers and making a plan to support the indigenous kids and creating a hospitable education about the history and the bravery of those people who sacrifices a lot for the Canada. As in the past, indigenous people suffer a lot due to racism and discrimination, and they did not get the right justice for it. But now they are treating equally. The city of Red Deer giving the priority to the indigenous tradition through the feasts and ceremonies, along with the giving the right to select the court they prefer to handle for the legal problems that they had. The city of Red Deer have many health centers for the better treatment, but the Red Deer Regional Hospital Center is one of them who have better opportunity for the indigenous people. This hospital center have indigenous wellness program for the First Nation in which they are offering customized services and address the spiritual and culture in order to promote the treatment. The Red Deer have some museum which shows the history and culture of the indigenous community. Museum with the art gallery in the Red Deer which has a great collection of textiles and clothes of the First Nations and also have some Inuit art which represent their former culture. Fort Normandio which tells about the tales of Red Deer about the three founding cultures which represent the indigenous community in the past. For the better work in the field of reconciliation, I would suggest some recommendation to the city of Red Deer. Firstly, the city of Red Deer should provide more funds for the youth programs so that reconciliation would be on another level. In the field of education, extra credit courses should be added in the study of Red Deer schools and colleges so that students can develop the interest in the indigenous history of those peoples who sacrifices a lot for the Canada. And in the field of health, more report studies should be done to provide the better health care in the indigenous community. In the field of museum and archives, more fund to be bring so that the indigenous history can be shown at the international level, and more strict laws should be made for the discourage of discrimination and anti-racism so that then indigenous community feel safe in the city of Red Deer. In last, I would like to say that the calls to action is the better way to advance reconciliation. The city of Red Deer can improve more the situation of indigenous community by providing support in the youth programs, and we focus on the history of the indigenous community so that the people can influence by it. Wellness program and the anti-racism activities will provide a safe environment for the indigenous community, and thank you for listening me.